is up, nation? Welcome to the Light Bars and Lockers podcast, the Jeep podcast where we talk about badass builds, answer your questions, and just hang out in the comments and talk about badass builds. I'm Paul with JeepBeef, and as always, we got Ryan Stawanji doing a little SOS there from Combat Offroad. Yeah, it's like a Morse code you got going on there.
Is that making noise?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
You can, so if you need help, you can just like SOS, right?
I want one of those medical alert ones I can hang around my neck like Mr. T.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Nubs says I hope so. It's been good in the past. So okay, yeah. So today we're talking about the top 10 Jeep events and shows that you cannot miss in 2023. And mainly we're biased because we're going to be at all of them. So. Yeah. If we've missed any, it's because we won't be there, and so we just assume that they're just not going to be any. Yeah, they suck without us.
No, I'm just kidding. There's only so many you can go to. I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We've picked a lot. Actually, pretty ambitious.
Luckily, we like with JeepBeef, we've got so many on the team that somebody can sort of be at most of these, but I can't. I wouldn't be able to get away. That's crazy. So
I'm gonna go to all of them.
I know, but you're insane, man. Your dedication is awesome. It's great.
And I gotta fit in like sales visits and like product presentations to distributors and all this at the same time. So
yeah, man. and podcasts
and podcasting. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so
add more people.
And you'll get
to do more of these things, right? We have salespeople, but sometimes you gotta. I want to help on the actual big presentations, right?
Yeah, for sure, right? You gotta pick your battles, right? So yeah, it's tough, man, because when you're like a jack of all trades, things get pushed. I will be the first to attest to that. Christy, if she's watching, she will also attest to that, and so will Tara, and so lots of people. So number one event, we're gonna go in chronological order. So the first event of the year that's a must attend is EJS, so East Jeep Safari, and so this one is interesting because I personally have never been there before. And Ryan, have you been out there?
No, because we booked and we had to cancel it twice.
Oh, right.
Cool. All the nonsense. And then last year we could have went, but I didn't have all the products that we wanted to display, so I bowed out of it. But this year we will be there, and we'll be there with our whole catalog and all that fun stuff. So that should be awesome. I like the idea of like, being able to mingle with all your friends and meet new people like in the industry. And go on all the epic trail rides and then have the vendor village. So in my opinion, this event has everything you want. You're going to be able to talk to manufacturers. You're going to be able to go on trail rides, and then all the fancy people in the industry will be there. So you'll get to see and talk and hang out with them, because all those people are always excellent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. For me, that's, again, anecdotally, one of the reasons why I want to go so badly, and why I think it's historically such a great event, because everyone's there. I mean, I had a friend who was flown out, and she ended up hanging out with oh man, sorry, I can't remember his name. Dennis from
Dennis Woods.
Yeah, Dennis Woods from
the Figurehead. Terraflex.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so she ended up hanging out with him, and she said he was awesome. Like, he has just a kick-ass built rig, and he was like, here's the keys, like, let's go, like, just let her drive it, and like just totally badass, really nice guy. And I've heard so many stories like that. Like, I know Nick and the guys from Rockstar, they're there, and you can kind of see what's going on with them. And I believe Holly's there pretty much every year. And like, if you name it, if they're in the industry, they're kind of hanging out there. It is West Coast though, so it's more difficult. Like, I know a bunch of us from JeepBeef, we're gonna take it over and make ourselves a pain in the ass, I'm sure. But being West Coast, it's it's a bit of a challenge to get out there with rigs and all that fun stuff.
Just drive out there, man. It's easy.
Just drive.
Take an extra.
How long?
Takes me 4.5 days with the RV and the trailer.
Right? Insane. Like,
I could do it faster, but
I don't have an extra 8 days.
Well, you're silly. Make it.
Right.
You got to read that 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss.
The 4-hour work week. Yeah.
Yeah,
I pretty
know.
much have that going on in all different areas. I do 4 hours on the renovation and 4 hours
There you go. You
on
have
the
many
marketing
weeks.
agency and 4 hours on JeepBeef. It's great.
Sleep 4 hours.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Just 4-hour shifts. Like was it Da Vinci? Wasn't he did 4 hours? Stayed up for 4 hours, slept for 4 hours. He did all right. So all right, cool. All right, so Easter Jeep Safari, it starts April 1st, West Coast. It's hosted by the Red Rock.
Yeah, the Rock Wheelers. Yeah, nice people for sure.
Yeah, so check it out, and if you're going to be there, leave a comment or hit us up on social or whatever. And like I say, a whole bunch of people from the JeepBeef side of things are going. Ryan's going with the combat crew. So we'd love to say hey to anyone that listens to the show. If both of you are there, no, I'm just
kidding. What do you mean? We got tons of.
I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. So next, what do we got next? Next up, Jeep Beach. And that one you went to this past year, right?
I did.
So tell us a little bit about that guy.
Well, from a manufacturer vendor point of view, there's a lot of activity, a lot of good people to talk to, a lot of vendors to intermingle with. But from based on, from a spectator point of view, if you're there for the whole time, like the whole week, there's tons of events. Like, it really depends on what you want to do. Like if you are like a Jeep person and you want to meet more Jeep people, this is an excellent event for you. There's a lot of depends if you have a good attitude. Like if you're hardcore and you don't want to meet the mall crawler people that stick ducks everywhere, you probably don't want to go to Jeep Beach. But if you're just like open-minded and wanted to meet some nice people, like everyone's got a great attitude. But there's tons of like mini parties. There's tons of like events on the beach. There's tons of like there's a big giant show and shine. Like there must have been like 5,000 Jeeps at the show and shine we went to. There's all kinds of events throughout every day, all day, every night. There's different dinners and meetups, and then their own people doing their own stuff. And you can drive on the beach, like it's like $20, and you can. I don't remember if it was like that was a whole day, or you're allowed to once or twice or something for the $20, or you could buy like a season's pass, I believe. But to drive on the beach, we drove on the beach for a couple hours. Then we had to meet Krista, so we had to leave. But it was really cool. I thought it was neat. So if you've never driven on the beach and you want to, that's neat. If you want to see 100,000 plus Jeep enthusiasts, that's a good move. And then the vendor village is quite large. It's in the Speedway, so there's lots of things to do. So if you're new or you never been to Florida for some reason, or want to drive on the beach and never have, the Jeep Beach is neat. And it's enough space where, we were out at different times, morning, night. Obviously during the day I was in the vendor village, but you still get around and check out all kinds of stuff. There's lots of like parties, like I said, and just it's a really big social event, right? And I'm telling you though, like the crazy obstacle course in the middle of the Speedway was pretty insane. There was some giant slabs of concrete that went up like monster tall. It was probably the biggest man-made like obstacle course that just got put up and torn down I've ever seen. So
is that the one you said is like $20 to get to go out twice?
No, that's to get on the beach. That's like a city fee or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like you walk up, there's different places of entry to get from the road to the beach.
Right.
And you got to pay they got like little toll booth willies sitting there. You know what I mean? You just pay them the money. And you can go in and out. I think you can go in and out, in once, out once, in, that kind of thing. And you can do that. But I don't know what the cost was. At the Speedway is the vendor village. At the Speedway is like the obstacle course.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of meetups and there's camping at the Speedway. And then there's other different restaurants and hotels and stuff host different things on different nights. And there's different things during the day at different places and on the beach and all that kind of stuff. So not a shortage of things to do, that's for sure. And, hopefully the weather, hopefully they clean it up like we were talking at the beginning, that the beach is like salvaged and like accessible. The Jeep Beach people emailed all the vendors and said, yeah, it's going to be fixed and all this kind of stuff. So, excuse me, I'm hoping that's the case. But I wouldn't shy away from Jeep Beach. If you've never been, I think it's cool for sure.
Okay, amazing. Right on. Yeah, so Jeep Beach, and that one's also April, right? Like April, was it April 23rd to the 30th?
Yeah, so I got to go from Utah to Florida.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
It's
so it
right.
takes 4.5 days to get to Utah. How long does it take
Yeah,
to get from Utah to Florida?
it's roughly the same.
Is it? Because that seems
I'll
pretty
just
quick. I mean,
so I'm going like
relatively.
this down, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go like this and down, right?
Right. Little like zigzag.
Yeah,
I love
so
it.
I'll be gone the whole month. Like I'll be just on the road and stuff.
Julie says, hope to see a Jeep Beach this year. It'd be awesome. Yeah, Jeep Beach is,
Yeah.
it's again, because on one side we've got a lot of people who attend Easter Jeep, but on the other side we have a ton of people that go to Jeep Beach too, like a ton. I mean, was it this past year? I mean, man, the amount of flags and decals and things that were spotted there were insane, and
That's what I
always
said. I
awesome to
said,
see.
what a bunch of flags.
Right? Hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good dad joke.
Essie says, Ryan, for Jeep Beach, as a first-time attender, should you go as a vendor or a spectator?
Who said that?
Essie.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys want to stretch that far for being a vendor. You know what I mean?
Because you said you had a lot of great conversations, but it's not like.
Well, but I'm a
EJ,
manufacturer that sells, like, I'll ship stuff to like Saudi Arabia, you know, and like Emirates and stuff, like, you know.
That's true.
I'll
Yeah.
send. I'll just like we can send stuff all over the country, all over the world. So for me, it's much different as a manufacturer. You got to figure if you're gonna be, you guys are a shop, you know, installers. As someone, you mean you could meet some people there and that are from Georgia that never knew that where you guys were. That's super possible. Like Mike comes and helps me, and Mike chats up the school and stuff, right? But Mike's is a little different because he can be also like a weekend destination vacation thing, and somebody to go 101ing and just having some fun. And Jeep Beach does have a lot of new style people, which is good for you guys too. You just gotta think and see if you're gonna have, if you really wanted to try being a small vendor, you know, if you had the extra cash you wanted to toss out and give it a go. But
I don't know.
you
I
have
think
to
there's
convince
something to be
people.
said.
Well, Jeep Beach is great, but they pull from everywhere, right? So
That's what I was
if you
going to say. Yeah.
if you meet somebody from Maine, are they going to drive to Georgia to have you guys put a lift, rims, and tires on? Probably not. But are they going to have a conversation with you and you're going to give them advice, and they're going to take that advice and spend the money somewhere else? That's a higher possibility, right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a tough one, right? Because
with my retail stores, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like if I was promoting my retail stores, the same thing, sales, service, installation, I wouldn't venture past, you know, like a 4-hour radius, to be honest.
Does JK Land vend there though?
Steve does. Yeah, JK Land does. He's really hunting for the premium people that, you know, his target is going for the premium people that want to spend big bucks on big builds.
Yeah.
Like the big engine conversions and all that. You
know,
exactly.
So maybe
someone's like, I don't care if I float it down there to Georgia, like, and have all this and spend 100K or 50K or 80K. If you guys want to move into that segment, then I would say go fishing at the shows, because you're going to meet those people that don't care. You know, if you guys build rapport, like Steve builds good rapport with these people, and they're like, yeah, sign me up. I'm coming to JK Land and I'm going to get this done. If you guys want to do the same kind of thing, that people can afford that service and you can cater to them, right? So that would be depending on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds.
I think it's going to be a good experience. You're just going to spend a little more money, and you're going to be stuck in the vendor village, you know, fishing for clients, or you're going to go and have fun and meet new people and still maybe potentially get customers, because you're going to meet all kinds of different people and they have an ability to get good content while you're there, and then post up, you know, you'll have content for the year and you can throw different videos. You're on the beach, you're this, you're that, you're at a party, you're meeting new people, blah, blah, blah. So I think there's still lots of advantages. It just depends if you want to be stuck in there. I know it's kind of long-winded I was thinking it through as you know, as I was talking. I was trying to give you my best
yeah. I
opinion
think
on
from
it.
a niche perspective, I mean, if you're going down there with
Niche
like
for big bucks, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
exactly, like the Hemi conversions or LS or whatever the case may
but
be.
seeing's believing too, right? Like Steve will bring two, you know, converted vehicles
Yeah,
to go, hey, this is it. This is our bill of goods. We've done this, you know. So that'd be it too. If you have to prep the right stuff for the right audience and go from there. So maybe
right.
this year, just go check it out, see what you
Yeah,
think, and
it's
then prepare for next year, right?
certainly a lot lower cost, a lot lower commitment if you just go check it out,
Well,
see
their
what you think.
prices aren't too bad for the thing, but it's just hauling
But you
all the
got to
gear
get
down
it
there.
all there, right? Yeah,
People,
exactly.
food, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think if I wasn't niching out for people who like that, like super hyper specific on those
There you
big
go.
custom builds.
She said, "Yeah, Steve does something different than us. I've never been at like a Jeep Fest, but she can bring products and sell them, so she didn't know that happened down there. So there you go."
Oh yeah, you definitely can, but there's a lot of people that will sell like other manufacturers' products there, and then you're competing with show specials. You know what I mean? Like from other like retail style vendors
Yeah,
versus manufacturers,
yeah,
right?
and then those people are there for like lowest price. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll give the only time we ever give deals is shows because I love
Right.
shows and I love meeting the people. So I don't even mind giving a show deal, you
Mhm.
know. And I know, you know, from a business side of things, you train people wait for shows at that point to make less money. But this, like I said, it's the only time we do it. So I'm cool with, you know,
Cool.
having just being in that whole experience and making a positive experience for someone who like loves our products or wants to support us. I'd love to give back that way.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Kyle says put a Georgia flag on your Jeep. You'll meet a ton of people. So there you
There
go.
you go. Good move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's true, right? Georgia people I've met from Georgia are the best. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facebook user says we're planning for Jeep Beach, Jeep Jam, Jeep in the Coast, Jeep Invasion, and Jeep Fest. So a lot of Jeeps in those names there. Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Up next. Okay, so Florida Jeep Jam definitely on the list.
Yeah.
You'll definitely have a good time as somebody who's heading down there and
Well, the
and
Jeep
hanging
Jam's
out on the
different,
beach.
right? So
The
Jeep Beach,
Jeep Beach. Sorry, I always see that because
yeah.
they're right
So
after each other, right? Panama
yeah,
and then yeah.
they're like a week or so apart.
Okay.
So the difference is for you guys, you probably know, but if you didn't, real quick. So obviously, Daytona is on the ocean side, and then Panama City Jeep Jam's on the Panhandle. Totally different for recreation. You know what I mean? If you really want super clear, nice bluey, like that fancy water you see in all the commercials, the Panama City Beach white sand,
fancy.
like that's pretty cool. So I mean, I like that. And you know, after the show is over or in between setup days, I would just go walk the beach and go for a swim in the Panama City. I thought it was awesome. Just
Cool.
like tropical, right?
All right. Cool. Very cool. All right. So next up, then we've got Great American Crawl. So Great American Crawl is actually, for those who aren't familiar, is a series of events. They start in February, I think. So they start pretty soon, and they cover basically most of the U.S. They have some East Coast, West Coast, and yeah, it runs from February 24th in Arizona, and then there's a number of spots and stops along the way until December. So
super crazy, man.
yeah, it's awesome. And talk about a good time. We went to the wow. We went to one this year.
You don't know what one?
A Windrock. No, oh my
Oh,
gosh, I'm losing my mind. Anyway, doesn't matter. We went to one this year in West Virginia. That's it.
that's right. You didn't go
That's
to Windrock.
it. I know.
I knew
That's what I said. That's what I said. But anyway, doesn't matter. Yes, West Virginia.
What's in that beer? You must have got some like paint
before
chips in there.
these shows. Yeah. So it was an awesome time. It's a couple of days of wheeling with some awesome people. Tons of people show up, and the best part is it's completely free. It's the only thing that it will cost you is whatever the price of the park is. So if they charge $60 to wheel at the park, you're paying the $60 to get in, but you don't have to pay anything to wheel with the group. And
what was the other one that we went to that cost like $130 for the day? because we had to pay the annual. Was that?
That was the
Roush Creek?
Yeah, that was the
Holy.
Offroadeo, which is on our list. So
Holy yeah, well, save your money for that one. 'Cause you gotta buy if you don't have a season pass, you gotta buy it for the one day.
That's right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but amazing. Well, actually, I think. Oh no, I think they're doing one in AOAA. I think the crawl, but
that's $15 or something. That's way better.
much
and
more.
It's bigger.
Yeah, I mean, Roush is awesome though.
I had fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
I just like I couldn't eat that day because I had to pay my season pass for my one visit.
But yeah, with the crawl, you can check them out at greatamericancrawl.com. And just register for the events there. They're free. Just let everyone know that you're coming and how many people you're bringing, and stop on by. We are attending 2 or 3 of them for sure. I think we're going to do the West Virginia one again. We're definitely going to do
the. Do you know when that one is, Paul?
Yeah, I do. The West Virginia
I'm just curious.
one.
I've never been. I've driven through West Virginia, but I never went 4-wheeling there.
May 19th.
Ooh, no.
Yeah,
that's Panama City Jeep.
That's Panama. There you go. Yeah, a good evening ranch. That's where we were.
Right. You said it's pretty beautiful. Neat park, right?
Yeah. It's so badass. It's awesome. The you walk in, there's like they have like gourmet restaurant and just amazing track, something for everyone. And it was really a ton of fun. So yeah, Great American Crawl, check them out. They're also on Facebook. You can jump on.
Read your freaking sweater, even.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. How about
that guy? He could like a setup,
right? Right. Yeah, I know it's pretty awesome, and it's sponsored by Mickey Thompson this year. And yeah, you get things like a free T-shirt.
Not him personally. He's dead.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry. No, it's terrible what happened to him.
Yes.
It's like
indeed. Yeah, it's such a like interesting
crazy story, dude.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
That's
next week's podcast.
We should cover it. Now we're just moving into like the real crime mystery.
Yeah, that's it. We still didn't find those 2 dudes on the bicycles.
No, never.
No, bicycle assassins, dude.
Well, I was gonna say, and wasn't it always like hypothesized, or it was thought that it was like
they were
hired, right?
I think a business partner went to jail for putting a hit on. I thought that's what it was.
I don't think it was ever pinned. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Are we on number 4?
Yeah, oh my gosh, we're running out of time. So Great American Crawl.
Run out of time.
GreatAmericanCrawl.com. I'm just kidding. We're at 30 minutes. We're on number 4 though.
We'll speed it up.
That's
you took a lot of they must have paid you to say shit about the American Crawl. I didn't get it in my check.
Well, my next thing was I was just gonna say, and if you want any apparel,
there you go.
Crawl, you can
in order to get shirts.
Right. Just saying on my other arm.
Oh, look at that. There's the beef on the side.
How about that, man? Yeah. So, and then tag yourself and we'll throw it up on social media. It'll be fun. Okay. So next we have, Bantam, which Harry actually just put up there. Yeah. So Bantam.
Yeah. Talking about Bantam. Is that next in line for the chronological order? Is that
guess
right?
It is. Bantam. Yeah. Bantam. Yeah. Let me see when it is. But
June, right?
Tell us about Bantam because it's Pennsylvania.
It's June, right? First week of June-ish. I have my spreadsheet, but I didn't open it.
I have it open too.
We edited
June 9th to 11th.
Right. The weather is weird there in that time of year. They had monster windstorm the day before, but the show went on, had a bit of rain, and we had people like just give up on Saturday and not stay Sunday. We stayed Sunday because we kick ass, and it was fun. The best part about Bantam, to be honest, if you like the historical relevance of the Jeep stuff, there's crazy dudes that like sleep in the oil canvas World War I, II tent kind of things, and
they sleep in those things.
There's like they reenact like base camps and stuff, and there's some really neat old vintage Jeeps. There's a lot of vendors there. We were there as a vendor as well. My favorite part was the street invasion in I think it's in Butler is the street invasion.
Yes, that's what I think he said. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's busy. I just had a lot of fun. Like, but I made some good friends there. Like, I hung out with Holly there. I hung out with Andrew Bailey, and Melvin, the Flex Rock rollover guys. They're a lot of fun, and Brent was there. We just had fun. It was just fun. I think, and I talked to a lot of good people at the show, which was fun. But I think personally, I enjoyed that street invasion part the most. I don't know, because I was just having a lot of good laughs and seeing a lot of really neat vehicles and stuff. Obviously all Jeeps, but yeah, we're gonna go back. But yeah, if you like a street party and you're not too far away from PA, go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's actually felt fairly sort of central. Like looking at it, it's not all that far from a number of places, right? So it's kind of
they have trails on site. We didn't do any of the trails or anything. I don't know a lot about the trail part. I just remember people doing a little obstacle course and going out in the little trails. I don't know what they're like. I don't know if I know anybody that went on the trails off the top of my head, but like I said, for me, my favorite part was the street invasion part. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and we had a tent set up there, and
yeah,
Tara was there.
Yeah, I don't know if Tara went on the trails or not.
No, she was like crazy busy. I think like because she was kind of doing the whole thing, so she showed up and had to do all the tent and all that shit.
JR was there, no? Was there?
Yeah, JR was there too.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That's cool.
And I think they brought their daughter as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but because of the like you were saying, the weather, I think they
packed up early.
Well, they set up or like late because they did it the morning of because of the wind and what have you. And then I think they packed up early because it was just
fucking quitters, dude. Quitters.
Right. Damn it. I know. I got a call right away. Like, what's going on here? Okay. All right. So next on the list, we have the JeepBeef OffRoadeo. Yeah. So last year we did our first event at Rush Creek in Pennsylvania. We had a bunch of amazing people come out and join us and wheel with us. We did the first day we did with the team, and Ryan was there, and we did that at AOAA, which was a total blast. And then day 2 we did at Roush, and Ryan had to spend his lunch money on, but that's okay because we had free dinner, so it worked out well.
We did have. Yeah, like 900 hamburgers, and those foreign dudes are helped cook like champs.
That's right.
Those guys are great guys.
Amazing.
They're sweating out there to death.
Right. And Dave's out there. I've got a great picture of him, like, flipping the burgers.
Yeah, he was working hard, man. Dave was in it.
Right, man. Yeah. No, everyone really put in.
I have a sweet picture of Dave when he broke his Taradan.
Oh yeah.
And then they thought he only had, I don't know, a left hand or right hand, but they thought he only had one. And it was the wrong one, but he actually had 2. But his face, the disappointment on his face, it was amazing. It was like
nailed it.
It was like the best dramatic Ben Affleck lookalike pose in the world.
That's
he looks
awesome.
like Ben Affleck, like his twin uncle. Yeah, I think so.
His twin uncle.
Ted Affleck, aka Dave.
That's right. Robin to the.
This is only funny for you, me, and someone else maybe that knows Dave.
Yeah. Rusty's still here. He was at the off-road.
Oh yeah, he was. He didn't see the breakage, so.
No, that's right. He was on the other side.
Yeah, right.
Because we broke off into 2 or 3 different groups, and then we ended up.
You went on there's an easier group and the harder group.
Yeah. You guys went and did like the crazy
harder
stuff.
Yeah.
And we went and although we did the badge trail, which is pretty sick.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I forget which one it's called, but if anyone's watching, they know. But
me and Mike Miller did a badge trail out in Florida. It was the worst.
Was it like boring? You mean?
Dude, it's just hot sand. It was the only cool thing was we saw that big. I forget what plane it was with the giant gun on it, and it was just like, and it was like would just pierce your mind. And they were like doing target practice. It was amazing.
Crawl Daddy. That's it. There you go. Crawl Daddy. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So this year we have tentative dates. We'll throw them up in the show notes, but I think we're doing something like we're doing it again at Roush for sure. We're going to do Windrock tentatively. Again, we'll throw them up when we have definitive dates. But we're doing a huge one, multi-day event in October in Texas at Maris. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
Okay.
Ryan, keep it under wraps. But yeah, it should be fun. That one is going to be an experience. unlike any other, really, is what we're going for. But multiple dates should be fun. Everyone that goes to these things, we really try to. It will be fun,
right?
We
if you
really
don't believe
try to
in
hang
it,
out
no
with
one
people.
will.
That's right. Oh, I believe in it.
That's what I thought.
All right, next up we have, what do we got next? Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion.
Yeah.
So this one,
this is a consumer show, like a buyer's show. And if you want to, again, all the fancy people are there too. So if you want to meet the fun, fancy people, and you really want to look at products and get firsthand information on products, or just get ideas from like a billion Jeeps there, this is another good one. And it's all kind of congregated in one area. So you have the Cot Center inside, with has all the people that don't like hot.
hot, and, like melting hot. Like
it's always
you step
hot
out into the sun, and it's an insane heat. It's fantastic. But
probably drink 150 water bottles
right.
in 3 days. But yeah, you're gonna have that. So it's kind of different. So if you're looking for like adventure and all these crazy like trail things and all that, this is not the event for you. They do have some trails. I didn't really know. I don't think they're all that challenging. So if you're more new and you wanted to, I think it's great. But if you're looking for products and product information and good deals and like buy on site and all that fun stuff, I know there's a lot of guys that do, like I know Stinger Off-Road does installs there, and like it's all kinds of awesome stuff. It's a real product show. So that's a great one. And Pigeon Forge is super cool, family friendly. You know, that we have a little go-kart and Brazilian steakhouse night. That's basically you know, for some of the vendors that we're friends with. It was pretty awesome. We did that last year. It was a good laugh. But there's a million go-kart tracks, and they got like the Gatlinburg up the road, like 20 minutes, another kind of touristy kind of town. The scenery's great. You could just go for a drive. But and then Windrock is, I think it was like an hour and a half from there. So we did the Warren Factory ride after the show with like Holly and like Chuck, and we were with the RCV guys. We were with a whole bunch of great people that we met out there. It was just it was a great time. Andrew Bailey, he invited us, so that was amazing. HP Tuners. But yeah, but I mean, you guys can go independently too. If you had a group of people, you could do the show, check products out, take advantage of crazy deals, and then you could literally plan a trip to Windrock and test out your new parts.
Yeah, it's insane. And this year we are hoping to coordinate an off-roadeo event with the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. So
if you do that, you can sign up for the off-roadeo event.
Yeah, and same thing, they're free as well. So we don't charge anything other than what it costs to get into the park. Hopefully not the price of dinner, but Ryan's dinner.
Right.
So
it's important to eat.
Yeah, it's true, right?
I don't think. Yeah, it wasn't. I'm just trying to think what I paid. It was reasonable. Like I stayed too. Like I brought the RV and the trailer and everything because I came right from the show.
Yeah.
And it was good. I camped with the RV and the trailer. They gave me a spot. My stuff's like 74 feet long.
Which is insane though. Like you have the best setup on the planet. Like honestly, like you just show up and you're there. Like you're home.
Oh, man.
Like
I love it, man.
I'm just gonna park on the side of the road over here and I'll hang out for the next couple of days.
Totally, you can do anything you want. Like you watch movies, you can cook full meals,
go take a nap, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
Have a shower.
Make some pasta.
Yeah, make whatever you want. Yeah, pasta's great. Pasta's a hit. We do a lot of pasta, taco, hamburgers. Chicken.
And they're pretty darn good.
Yeah, man.
Throw this stuff on the barbecue.
Yeah,
awesome.
I love it.
But yeah, Great Smoky Mountain, honestly, it's amazing, and it really is like family friendly because even if you're there for the event and for parts and whatever, and maybe your family's not into it, there's a billion things that they can go off and do while you go to the show, and then you can meet up. It's super affordable. The food's amazing. Dollywood's there. I mean, come on, Dollywood.
Oh, I want to go to Dollywood.
Right? Me too. I want to bring my family and get them to go to Dollywood while I do the show stuff.
Pro tip, don't wait too long to eat dinner. I know we've been talking about me eating meals this whole thing for some reason, but things do not stay open really late in Pigeon Forge. So like, if you'd be hard pressed to find somewhere to eat after 9 o'clock, just so you know, there's not a lot of that going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just so you know, like, don't think I can just rip in at 8:30 and expect it. Some things close at 8. Like, I hope that changes. I don't know if that was like, because we've only been there during the COVID years,
right? Yeah.
right? Like so I'm not sure what if it's gonna switch or what. But all I know is the last couple years we've been there, it's like you got to eat early or have some snacks in your RV or cook
Your RV.
Yeah.
Not everyone drives around with their house.
They should.
Right. Yeah, no, it's totally awesome. Watch out for bears, though. I ran into a bear, which
yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you pooped yourself
awesome.
too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And it was not a full grown bear. Like, it wasn't a cub,
bigger than a dog.
It was big enough to when it started coming over to the car, I was like, okay, I'm out. I'll see you later.
You got
rental car or not, I was out of there. Yep. But then so I was at the Fishbone party and went up and told them about it, and they were like, oh, let's go find it, and off they went to go and try to find a bear in the woods. Right? Like, yeah, insane. All right,
I got enough hair, I could be a bear in the woods.
That's true.
There you go.
You better be careful.
I know, all these ladies looking for me too.
Right? I don't know what they call bears in the woods. You might have not just
like
the ladies looking for you.
Yeah, maybe Tennessee mountains could be bad news.
Right?
Bad news bears.
All right, so next up we have Trail Hero.
Oh yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about this. I know what it is, but
yeah, I haven't been. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna vend there. It's they're just off-road trails. I gotta go back out to Utah. Right? It's at Sand Hollow, like State Park. So that's kind of the stomping grounds, like Holly and Chuck and all those cool people out there. I know
Holly is there, right? Doing whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know who puts it on. Like, I don't know.
Rich Klein puts it on.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna.
Is it kind of like EJS, just in like later?
I don't know all the full details.
Sure.
Everyone said you should go out there.
Yeah, everyone says you got to go Trail Hero, and it's huge. And the content that comes pouring in.
Yeah.
When
it's a different spot, right? Like like EJS is Moab, and then you got to go. It's a whole different space. Like, I think it's probably
Hurricane, right?
It's in Hurricane.
Harry just said
2 hours or more away. Like, more like, I guess you'd be like southwest of Moab. So I think it's a little different. We were there, like we were right there with we went to Scott's house after SEMA, like his new fancy house, and took his JK out and threw some.
Oh, was that his, the black one?
Oh, dude, it's kick-ass machine.
That's insane.
So we went out for a rip. We didn't do the trails because we wanted to check he had a road he wanted to see, because he just kind of, he didn't really move there, but he has the residence there, and he's gonna hang out and do fun stuff with his grandkids.
And just so everyone knows, this is a Scott
Puncher,
who's the former founder of Ready.
Yeah, he's my life coach, as he calls himself.
There you go. Right.
Lovingly.
Yeah.
He's epic human. One of my favorite humans.
He's like a nice guy.
Oh, it's cool. So we just ripped up this road. He wanted to see where it went, and then we went up to they called it the top of the world there, into the park and stuff. And then I didn't really prep for it, so I didn't bring a flag or anything. And then there's the heavy duty rangers out there freaking out with they were super nice. So, but like 9 of them came. We're at the top of the world. They're like, hey, where's your flag? I'm like, of course. I was like, yeah, it fell off. Fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's like, didn't hear that one before. So we didn't have that. But apparently, pro tip from I'm not gonna disclose any names, but apparently the actual off-road obstacles are not actually in the park, so you do not have to have a flag for that.
Oh, good tip. How about that?
Right. So we were in the park part where the dunes, which it was really neat. It just we ran out of time, and I wasn't gonna go buy a flag, and we just decided to make our way back down and out.
Sidebar, I have like 200 flags of yours here.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, when it's a good thing you didn't ever come over the last couple of years.
I know, right? It's okay. We'll talk about the Detroit.
Oh yeah, to the snow
event, and yeah, I'll bring them then. But
did we talk about that? We didn't talk. We're like,
I know, right? This is crazy. We should have broke it up first quarter, second quarter. Anyway, somebody says my city's starting an event called Jeeps and Jams this year.
Oh, like canning
turnout, right? It's like you got people with their Jeeps and they're
Glass
making
jars?
jam in front of them.
What do they call that? They call it canning.
Canning? I don't really know.
Isn't that what it's
Pickling?
called?
I have no idea.
Pickling. That's
Jamming?
different.
Maybe they're
Pickling
jamming.
is in
Pumping
your.
it up? Pump up the jam?
I don't know.
What's your
It's not a jailhouse talk, Paul. I never went to jail.
what city? I'm curious. And sorry, Facebook user just says because you're in the group, it doesn't put your information. It's ridiculous because Facebook cares about privacy, right? So
yeah, sure
anyway,
they do.
Yeah, right. Okay, so but I'm curious what. Live music. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Oh, not like
Jeeps
canning?
and jams.
We were trying to keep this
live,
event and food themed.
No, but this is like a event is live music. That's the jam.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, totally different.
Don't bring any bread to this hoedown.
Like jamming in Owensboro, Kentucky.
There you go.
It sounds kind of fun, actually. I could totally see that.
It would be a hoedown then. I wasn't even wrong.
There you go. It's totally a hoedown. Okay. Next we've got SEMA.
Oh, you put SEMA on there? Well, SEMA's not for everyone except for Fridays. Apparently, you can waste my time and come as a public attendee.
Well, that's why I put it on there. Actually,
did you?
Honestly, for more reason than anything, it's if you're an automotive enthusiast and you can get there on the Friday.
Well, Vegas, man, you got lots of other stuff you could do before Friday.
Absolutely.
You could go skydiving with Elvis and then get to the SEMA show.
And then get married. To some person you never met.
After the skydiving.
That's right.
And have a tiger and steal a baby and all that fun stuff from those.
I was upset that none of us got married while we were in Vegas. Because I was expecting
You're already married. What do you want?
Yeah, but come on. To some rando and Elvis Presley. I mean, come on. That's like
what if it's probably like legally binding? They'd be really crazy. The only cool thing is if they're not like total methed out, I could get a green card.
If they're not methed out.
Yeah.
Damn it, there goes my chances.
Yeah.
I think
there's always this year.
I think Brittany, didn't she marry someone and then it was binding? Like I think they did it as a joke. Or maybe it was some movie. I don't know. Anyway, I think you're right.
You've definitely had a few beers.
No, seriously. Isn't that like the premise of like the Bachelor movies, whatever the hell it's called?
Oh, I don't know the name of the movie.
Yeah. The guy, but isn't the guy like marry some girl?
Yeah, the weird guy,
Yeah, the guy who was getting married. That's what I was talking about. I think.
Yeah.
But I think Brittany also did literally get married to some guy, a dancer or something like that.
Oh my god.
It's Brittany, bitch. I have had too many of these things. It's official. Rusty's like, oh, hangover. I thought he was saying hangover. Like, anyway.
You're gonna have a hangover tomorrow.
That's where I thought he was going with that.
You're gonna hang over the scaffolding and puke back in that beer can.
Right.
Bottle.
That's right. I've had half a beer. Okay. Next one. So SEMA's good again. Friday.
Friday's open to the public if you want to come by and have a chat. But historically, I know the show is amazing and all the top premium, everything's are there. Right. But it wasn't. For the vendors that do spend a ton of money to go, like way more than I spend to go, but you're really looking to do business, like B2B business. But there's a lot of really cool stuff afterwards and lots of neat people to meet. And it's still like fun, friendly show. And like, because all the vendors and all the people working the show are enthusiasts too. But yeah, if you can get there Friday, unless they change it this year for sure, all of the day Friday was open to the public. So if it's on your bucket list, figure that out. And the dates, I think it goes 31st to the 3rd, right?
In November?
Yeah.
The old.
So just plan on that Friday. So maybe fly in Thursday, stay the weekend, don't die, and fly home Sunday night.
So don't die. What? Okay. October 31st to November 3rd.
Yeah. So if that's something you want to do, you can definitely get in. I don't know how you get tickets as a public person, because our tickets get processed with the team like in like August, September.
And we should have actually, I think, maybe started with this, but one thing that will not, I don't think, be there next year will be the Hoonigan thing, right? So totally should have mentioned that. What a sad piece of news.
I met Ken Block once for like 12 seconds, but I used to have a clothing company in high school. And I loved him back in high school
From
for
DC, right?
DC shoes, man.
Yeah,
He was like
man, me
my
too.
idol, dude. And then he had cars, and I always liked cars and
Yep.
Jeeps. I was like, this is like my favorite human,
Oh
and
yeah.
always the nicest guy you ever seen him. And he was, like I said, I only had a 1 minute interaction, but
Yep.
super super sad. You know, family guy, like seemed like just a
Yeah.
salt of the earth kind of man. I don't
Yep.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but bummed me out the fucking whole week, man.
Right.
I
It's
was hoping it
crazy.
was a
Like,
hoax, but
yeah, no, it's crazy how somebody you've never met can, like, affect you, because I'm
right,
the same. Like, so for me, I was diehard into skating back in the day, right? So
right.
a lot of, like, where he came from, I had the opportunity to skate with, like, the Bones Brigade, and, like, this shows
Oh
how
wow,
old I am and shit, right? But like,
yeah,
and Tony Hawk, and, like, Christian Asoy, and, like, all those guys back in the day. And then out of that, like Bam Margera, he would videotape. And then Ken Block started the DC company, and then Ryan Diedrich, and, like, it's just everyone was so all together. And then when he started doing the Gymkhana things, I was just, like, blown away, because I'm like,
oh
he's the
yeah,
DC, that guy is the CEO of DC, and he's out
yeah,
here ripping up the
dude,
cars, doing
yeah,
shit that just is insane. And he started at, like, 40 years old. Like, he was just such an inspiration. It's like, he didn't give
yeah.
a shit how old he is, and
No,
to
he's
and to
excellent.
to die like that. I mean, snowmobiles, man. Fuck. I know so many people that have been taken out by snowmobiles. It's insane. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't even know the details. I don't even know if I want to know, but obviously it didn't work out.
Yeah. Harris is still shocked of loss of oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, still
Oh,
shocked. Yeah, of the loss of 43 Ken Block. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, just his family and stuff, like, wow,
oh,
like,
dude, I don't even want to
deepest
know
sympathies.
how fucking
Yeah, we didn't even
painful
know
that
the
shit is.
guy, and it's like,
No,
it's sad for us as automotive enthusiasts. I mean,
well, even just like,
community, right?
yeah, oh yeah, and then just
Imagine.
I don't know. It's
Terrible.
terrible to
Yep.
think of, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. It's the reality too, right? Like, then it makes you feel like, oh my god,
Right.
I could die.
Absolutely. Like, at
Oh,
any, like, he literally got up, threw something up on Instagram about his snowmobiles and what he was doing that day, and that was it. Like, then
fuck.
he went out. Like, you know what I mean? You're going out for a day to go wheeling, for example. You never know, like, what the hell is gonna happen. It's crazy.
Mm,
Only
yeah,
snowmobiling, right? Like, I mean, the stuff that he did in his car, you'd think would be a hell
yeah,
of a
yeah.
lot more
Like how much?
dangerous,
Yeah,
right?
like how? Well, who knows what that guy had to do to like have fun?
Right, that's true,
It's
right?
too epic, right? He's got to
Yeah,
jump off like a 80-foot ledge to like get like a little bit of something, a little
right.
bit of dopamine, you know?
That's true.
Who knows?
Tis true. All
See, I
right,
can ride
number.
the snowmobile around my yard and be like, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
Right. Like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah, that's enough.
Are you kidding me? I used to go on those, like, remember the yellow, like, the actual ski-doos that went,
Oh yeah.
like, maybe 30 kilometers an hour? That was awesome. I had,
Oh yeah.
like, a blast with
Right.
those. Yeah, no helmets, no nothing, just fantastic. These new ones, insane. Like,
Oh dude, there's like fucking like 500 horsepower snowmobiles.
yeah,
It's like
oh,
what?
absolutely. Okay, so last one on the, or, well, number 9 on the list is actually very similar to both the crawl and the off-rodeo, in that it's a series, but different in that you get to wheel with some of the biggest celebrities in the, quote unquote celebrities within the off-road community. So it's the ultimate off-road field trip.
Yeah.
Same thing, ultimateoffroadfieldtrip.com. It's a series of events that runs from, like, super soon, right? I
Yeah.
think it may even, they have a lot of dates.
They have a lot. It's super cool, right? Like I met Chris Miller at the PRI show. He's super cool guy. And they cater, like everything's ready to go. Like you just kind of like, it's like a pretty pampered trip. So it's a definitely an experience. And then, you get to hang out with all the celebrity, like influencers, YouTubers, people in the industry, that everyone, that are fancy, right? So you get all that really close knit experience with all your favorite people that way, or at least a reasonable amount of them. And yeah, like you don't have to worry about much. After we were having our chat, like I didn't know everything about it, but he was like, yeah man, it's all like set up, it's all It's all the food's there. You're staying. You're going to all the things. You got to pay the park passes and all that stuff, similar to everyone else.
Yep.
But it's a well-organized event. Great people involved.
And it does have a fee though. Like you pay the park fee and then you pay.
Yeah, that brings, but there's a lot included in that.
Absolutely.
You know what I
mean? Yeah.
I just go to their website to kind of, I don't want to misquote any of the stuff.
No,
but
exactly.
I definitely know there was food. I definitely know certain things were, I believe there's accommodations.
I think they have recovery crew on site too, which
they got all kinds of stuff. And there's lots of people to help like fix your rig, and like they had a whole, it was well thought out.
For sure.
So that's a really neat event, a different type of experience. I think it's close knit, something you'd remember for a lifetime, and yeah, just memories you take with you, right? And then there's lots of reasons why that's a great event. Like people, things taken care of. You don't have a whole lot to worry about. Just it's a small group. You're not on the trail with like 68 people. Like I think they keep it to like 8 to 12.
See, like with the OffRoadeo, we at the end we had a pretty sizable group. It was a ton of fun, but not like 10 people, right? So
yeah, well, if you want to wheel with all the people on the internet, like a good majority of them, and you want to get through a trail and experience it at a good pace and still have fun and interactions, I like the smaller group, right?
Exactly.
If you don't care, or if you've been to that park before and you just want to have fun, like, and you don't care about not conquering all this stuff in a day, then some of those bigger events with more people are fun too. It just depends on your mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's neat because there's a bunch of different niche type events.
For sure, right? Harry says they were at AOA this year. So that's a popular spot. Crawl's going to be there next year. OffRoadeo is going to be there next year. I don't know if the field trip's going to be there next year. They start in April, and they go all the way through to October, with their last one being Trail Hero. So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out their website. At what is it? ultimateoffroadfieldtrip.com. And yeah, there's lots more information about costs and all that stuff. Actually, they're doing Rush Creek. Oh no, they're doing AOAA June 2nd, and they're doing Rush Creek June 16th. So, and they're doing Bantam. So look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hitting it all. So yeah, no, I've heard lots of great things. We had Holly on the show. She's awesome.
So there's another one of my favorite humans.
Yeah, she really is like
super, like real, like nice. A real person. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah,
a lot of times you don't know,
Walter's
right?
Super cool too. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of fake people out there, but this is real. This is a real person. Wanted to do something, moved, across the ocean to pursue something that she wanted to do.
Yep.
She's got a great partner, like her husband Walter, super awesome guy. Like, just like, it's just nice. It's kind of like the Ken Block experience in a sense, where it's just like wholesome, excellent humans. You're like, wow, it's nice to like, have like, meet real cool people. Not cool because I'm the cool kid, but like, just, you're like, wow, these are great people. And then they're, have similar interests. I don't know. I just enjoy that part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's great. It's really nice to meet people who are as genuine and real life, just as a person, as that you perceive that they are on social media. So just like you say, there's a lot of people that they maybe not be exactly like that. So
right.
Yeah.
But that being said, I haven't really come across too many of those people in this space.
Not in this industry.
I've really enjoyed everyone I've met. Honestly, I can't even if I had one.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anyone. I think of one dude at Bantam. He didn't like my logo because it looked too much like some logo. No, some logo he looked too much like it, and he was like a diehard Air Force guy, and so he's all grumpy. And I'm like, well, I just made it all up, dude.
Right?
You don't have to buy a T-shirt if you don't want it. You don't have to buy my parts. But he really wanted to come over and tell me how much he disliked it. And out of all the shows and all the people I've interacted with, that was the only guy that I just laughed. I'm like, oh well, sorry.
Yeah, we are in a pretty awesome space in that. Other than the like armchair quarterbacks in the comments section.
Oh, I'm okay with it. I love taking care of those guys.
Yeah. But for the most part, like in person, salt of the earth, amazing people. Yeah. I really even with the online store. So we have lots of interactions, but we also on the marketing side we have a number of other online stores we work with, and large OEMs and what have you. And there are some absolute jackasses you have to deal with on a daily basis. And knock on wood, our people are amazing. Like, yeah, we mess up every now and then, you know, like at Christmas, it was insane. You know, we fired off a medium instead of an XL. The guy called in, you know, we apologized.
You want to know why you called him fat?
Right? No, we gave him a medium instead of XL. So we thought he would look better, like buff.
Like a medium.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean, just like seriously, nicest guy ever. And, you know,
that's totally you're hinting at him to lose weight.
That's it. I was just helping him get there. New Year's resolution.
Motivation.
That's right.
Yeah. New you.
That's right. By
you gotta fit in this shirt by June 2023.
That's right. Exactly. So no, but amazing people. So really, it really is a testament to the community.
Well, let's talk about the little event that we're gonna do in a couple of weeks, Snowfest in Detroit.
Let's do it.
So that's
number 10.
That is the 10?
We don't have a 10. We don't have number 10.
Well, there's more. But yeah, so we're gonna go do that. We're just going for fun. You know, shoot some videos and some pictures and hang with some really cool people. I invited a lot of people I know, and hopefully they're not lame, and they come to the event, and we can just have a good time. Hoping to get some snow for Snowfest. It's pretty weird, mild, and muddy, but whatever. I'll take whatever we get because unless they cancel it, I'm going. So, you know, Christine's going to go. We're going to bring the JK or the JL and the JT, the Gladiator.
Which is awesome. Yeah, I'm glad Christina's going. She saying she might be able to make it out to an off-rodeo event or two this year, which would be awesome.
Yeah, no, that'd be
COVID, cool. It's been a while, right? So
I'm hoping that all this stuff subsides. Like, you know, they seem like they're trying to fire up the narrative, but
oh my God, I was just going to say, look at the China shit. I don't even want to talk about it, but
yeah, but though I have a lot of friends over there, and they're saying all the stuff's dropped. They're just people are getting. Because they locked them down so bad, right? Their immune systems are just garbage.
Yep.
So they're just having a hard time. They're catching whatever it is. Like nothing in the world can tell between a cold and COVID or any of these strains. So you can call it whatever it is. Who knows? It could be all of those.
Yeah.
But people's immune system are just shut down. So they're getting sick. Like they're saying, like my friends I was talking to was like, yeah, whatever. Now the restrictions are done because of all the rioting and all the crazy. They're like, okay, forget it.
Yeah.
But they're just they're getting sick for like 5, 7, 10 days. You know, having a fever, getting this, that, and the other. They're staying home and they're coming back to work and whatever else they're doing. But the thing is, there's just so many of them that are getting sick at a time. So it's really impacting, you know, their forward progression in the regular economy there.
Yeah.
Right. So once that thing pushes through and everyone's immune systems build back up, I think things will be just fine. You know, it's not like death in the streets or anything. These people are getting the symptoms of a common cold.
I don't know, man.
That's what they're saying.
Oh,
maybe they're only allowed to say that.
Yeah, no, and I'm sure it's just numbers, right? There's just so many people there, but it's no different than what happened here in the States. It's just overwhelming, right? With so many people, and it could be secondary. Who knows why people are dying, but
no, they're saying
there's so many. Oh yeah, there's video of like them lining stadiums with like body bags.
Oh, that's not what. But that's not what the real people are telling me.
Yeah, well,
you're watching the news.
No. This is from our. This is biased in that it's from our team in India, right? So so they're right on the border, right? So they have to deal with it, like in the fact that people are coming and bringing
all their stuff's regulated too, even like their personal chatting. So who knows?
That's the thing, right? Who knows? I mean,
like I don't know. They like I know only a sample size of people over there, like which is really microscopic against the population.
Absolutely, right.
But that's what they were saying that to me. They're like, you know, it's not that big a deal. We're getting better, no big deal. I don't know if that's just a narrative that they're
you know, it's hard to say because even here, right? Well, like even now, I mean, my wife sees it at the hospital. Like there's like, especially when it was like pediatric, like they had to open a second pediatric ICU because of all the kids that are having respiratory issues. But you would never know it. You know what I mean? You would never. I would if she didn't tell me, you'd never know that it's such a problem, right? So it's all in what you're right. It's just all in.
But hospitals have always had challenges, right? They've always been like there's not enough beds. They're not like this isn't like a new challenge. I know we've kind of gone off the topic again.
No, but it's all relative is the point. Right? Like I mean, right? You live.
Well, they said it was they had positive news I don't know why. Like, I don't know the reason behind it, but
Yeah.
they were telling me things are looking better.
I agree, because I think that what you said is probably accurate. I mean, it's happened here too. Like you keep people away from other people and don't get that natural immunity to whatever it is. The second you run into another person, you're getting sick.
You're done. Yeah.
So whether it's like you say, whether it's the word we will not say, or it's just the cold. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
who knows?
anyways,
I'm
doesn't
not a
matter.
doctor.
Totally off topic, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Snowfest.
Go Snowfest.
21st, Detroit. It's a
yeah.
What's the park called?
It's the park in Detroit.
Did I put it on my spreadsheet? I did. I know this is one of the longer shows, and it's just us.
Right, I know.
Pretty funny.
Crazy. Is it Zender's Snowfest? Is it Snowfest
Holly Oaks
2023?
Holly Oaks ORV Park.
There we go.
It's right there. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. It should be fun. Have a lot of laughs. We got the Magnuson guys coming, Laporte Chrysler, Ben and Matt. I hope they both come. I know Chris, he's probably not watching anymore because he was early and we probably took up a lot of his evening. He stayed till the end. So he was
off topic. The only reason I watched. So there you go.
Yeah. So there we go. Well, feel free to contribute to off topic.
There we go. We should just make up a new one. Just call it off topic and don't talk at all about anything to do with Jeeps or off-roading. We'll just talk shit about the government and
Oh my God.
Right.
Someone freeze my bank account or something.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's only if you support a certain side of things.
Oh my God. I wonder if they'll let those people out of jail.
Oh, I can't. They talk about not living in a free country. Anyway. Like.
But yeah, so the Detroit thing should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And it's not like they do have vendors there. I know Dana's going to be there, which is where Chris works. And I know that Laporte Chrysler Magnuson, which is their performance side, is sponsoring the event. And I told Tio, my buddy, to come out. And I told Brent from Bilstein to come out. And I told Scott Jabs from Synergy to bring the little Synergy JL out. And I told another like 15 or so people to come out. So I'm really just looking forward to seeing everybody and, snow or mud, just making a mess of something, have some laughs, get a picture with my family, with my friends. Like, hope you'll come out, Paul, obviously. Man. And, just something cool. Like for us, it's only like 2.5 hours from my house. So,
which is pretty
really big deal.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to have to get you I got to get my Jeep looked at before I go, but,
oh, did you talk to them about the body mount thing?
I haven't seen them. No, but I don't think that's what it is. It's just, it's like you ever watch Wizard of Oz? Like the Tin Man, he makes that noise. Gugunk, gugunk. It's like that kind of noise.
You can't say that and squeeze your hand like that at me.
It's a different
oil will come out eventually, Paul.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get looked at. I can't figure it. I know the noise. So that's the thing that's driving me nuts. Is like I know that noise.
Maybe we'll do a show about Name That Noise.
He says that alcohol makes some of the best content. There you go. Absolutely. Have another drink.
I know. I should have had a drink. I just had water.
See, that's what's happening. It's just not working because we got to both be into this.
Oh my God.
We've got to make some rules here.
To have drinks.
Yeah, 3 shots and a beer before we hit the live button.
There we go. We didn't have time. We were running out of time.
That's true. It's true, but there's always time for a couple shots.
There you go.
Pick up some of that moonshine from.
Dude, I got
Smoky
moonshine.
Mountain.
I have moonshine here.
Well, what the hell?
Well,
I don't have any here. I'll have to pick it up.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it. You know what we should do? Actually, we'll go to that thing and maybe we'll go live real quick and just say hey to everyone. And if any of you all join us, then come on the show with
You'll
us.
be live.
You'll be live. And it'll likely be probably. What do you think? It'll either be like 10 degrees Celsius, so what is that? 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it should be. It should be 50.
It'll either be like that and rainy and disgusting and gross, or it'll be minus 50. Yeah, but I'm just saying it'll be one of those two. Yeah, do that on startup. See, we have someone who's down for us to do the shots and the beer before we start.
There we go.
So we could, we could do it together every time we start the show. Right before we get going, it's like everyone grab your drink. Let's go down the hatch. Sponsored by
We should get
whatever.
some sponsors.
Right? Alcohol sponsors.
It's a lot of work
obviously.
to do this show.
Right. I know, right? Awesome. Okay. Well, with that said, we're at like an hour and 15 minutes.
We're killing it.
Hit the bricks. I got to grab another beer because I'm out.
There you go. Well, hey, great to see everyone. Not really. I only saw Paul, but wait. I got to.
They don't know.
Yeah.
We can
I got cameras in your house.
We see you.
Yeah.
Wait.
But yeah, thanks so much. I'm just happy that people are tuning in, having some fun, and we got some. Hopefully, we get all these guests that keep saying they're coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got to get that rock and rolling with the link. I've got somebody. I don't buy whiskey, but shoot, I'd play ball. There you go.
What?
I don't buy whiskey, but shoot, I'd play ball.
There you go.
There you go. I don't know what I was saying. So
we got people coming on.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So there's one person who's going to be jumping on. She's awesome. She basically just like jumped in her Jeep, and I don't know if she lives in it or if she just goes on really, really long like trips, like months at a time. But I forget. I'll find out, and we'll put it up in the show notes. She'll be on a show coming up. But honestly, her Instagram is so much fun to watch because she just snaps pictures from like the craziest places, and she's just by herself in a Jeep. Out she goes, and pretty cool. Yeah, so
it'd be interesting.
We'll get her on, and yeah, lots and lots of other people who said they're going to be on this year. So
I know I got like 30. They just Ian Johnson. I talked to him at PRI. He's really actually super busy right now.
That guy's not busy. What do you mean?
Oh my God! So I'm just gonna have to wait for Alyssa and Holly to like force him to do our
drag
show.
him on. Yeah.
But yeah, he was all right. Nice guy. He was like, he felt like he was gonna go. He was on his way somewhere, and we stopped and disrupted his day. But he was super nice. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we had a good chat. That's PRI, performance race industry show. So there's lots of really cool people there. People in the same space. It's really neat. Yeah, we didn't really talk about it, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, PRI number 10. Okay, check it out. But that's like a industry show, sort of like SEMA.
Yes.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Cool. Well, with that said,
people put it on actually. Same people.
Oh, seriously? Yeah. We. What was the gentleman's name that we had on from SEMA that one time? He was awesome.
Tom G. I saw Tom G there too.
Yeah, amazing. Maybe we'll get him to come back on. He's great. He tells awesome stories.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, he had
really
fun.
Good guy. Okay, cool. Well, with that said, everyone who stuck around, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. And yeah, we're going to be back next week, and can't wait to chat with you all then. Don't forget to bring your shot because we'll just do a quick shot.
Oh, yeah, well, we can do that.
Let's do it. All right. Well, with that said, we're out. Harry says, have a good night. Have a good night, Harry. Have a good night to everyone else. And that's it.